Seems like all of Seattle is celebrating a birthday today. Joyce Modi couldn't be happier to have reached the big 2-0.
Hot dogs are ready!
While Omar Cerna views 20 as a hard-fought milestone.
It's better to think about the good stuff than the bad stuff.
Joyce and Omar aren't 20 years old themselves, but they are celebrating the anniversary of something that has made a huge difference in their lives and the lives of thousands of us. The fall of 2008 is when the Department of Neighborhood's Neighborhood Matching Fund turns 20 years old.
It touches people and places in a way that no other city program does.
That's 2 decades of city-funded neighborhood projects, parks, playgrounds, programs, sculptures, and events, each winning awards of just a few $100s to $100,000. Do you remember the day the trees came to your street?
I absolutely do.
Miller Park's Patsy Bergdahl was here the day the city brought 24 cherry trees to her street. The price tag for the trees was $350, just $100 more than a modern-day Small Sparks Award. It was one of the city's first awards, but neighbors say it was enough to help a neighborhood fighting drugs and other problems take root and grow into something special.
When I moved in here, I was a single mother with 2 kids, raising 2 kids, and I was barely getting by. I was delighted to have somebody plant a tree for me. I was ecstatic.
You know, in many ways it's a great metaphor for the matching fund, right? In terms of how it's grown over the years, how it's branched out, how it's taken root.
Small Sparks is just one tier of the matching fund. The next level is the Small and Simple Award, which can dole out as much as $15,000 for a neighborhood project. A Small and Simple was enough to change the lives of 12-year-old Omar Cerna and other kids in his South Park neighborhood.
At first, I thought it was like really bad to go out in the neighborhood because it was really scary, you know, because of what happened.
Omar remembers 5 years ago how a shooting near his house made area kids feel like prisoners in their own homes. The victim was a kid not much older than Omar himself.
What about that one?
This one?
No, go back. Right there. What about that one?
Community leaders help kids cope by getting them to shoot back. With cameras. They applied for and received money that would help children focus on the positive by photographing the good things in their community.
You see some of these photos, without even knowing it, they've got great composition.
I kind of saw like loneliness and stuff and like a dark street.
Most of this latest natural talent was almost never discovered. That's because the project known as Photo Voice was meant to be a one-shot deal.
We didn't have a thought of ever continuing it.
But Photo Voice is going strong. It's in its 3rd year of helping nurture budding photographers and writers, like Nelsie Segura.
For me, it's really hard to express and to talk to people, to say them how I feel and my emotions. But when I have a camera, it's more easy to me with the pictures.
When we first met her, she was so shy that when we did the unveiling of their works the first time around, she was trembling, she was so quiet, she was shaking, she was terrified of speaking. And now she just did an interview with you.
This one, it kind of shows quiet and stuff.
These days, Photo Voice alums like Nelsie and Omar have plenty to say. They also have direction in their lives. Is there a future in photography for you?
Probably, yes. I really like it. I just never really paid attention to it. Now I do.
And he's not the only one paying attention. Omar's dad couldn't be prouder.
I'm surprised about the pictures that he took. For my kid was, wow.
Photo Voice is helping the people of South Park find their own voice, a voice that might have stayed silent if not for the matching fund.
They gave us our first shot. They made it possible the first time around.
Sometimes a neighborhood needs a helping hand a lot bigger than a Small Sparks or Small and Simple Award. Mount Baker neighbors wound up needing several helpings of the fund's biggest pot of money to help them deal with an unsightly lot.
It looked dreadful.
Back in 1995, construction on nearby I-90 left this 1.6-acre plot of ground a shambles. Nanette Martin called it a blight.
It was flat, it was hot, there were dilapidated portables in rows, there was asphalt, and weeds. And this crummy little building.
Neighbors decided they wanted to build a park, but not just any park, a magnificent garden. Mount Baker neighbors tapped into the city's large projects fund worth $100,000 to remake their community. The money was nice, but it wouldn't be enough in this case.
We were lucky enough to have Carolyn Carlson be the project manager for overseeing our Department of Neighborhood and Neighborhood Matching Fund grant.
Carolyn Carlson was the engine from the Department of Neighborhoods who helped coach and keep the dream of Mount Baker neighbors alive. Joyce Modi says the Department of Neighborhoods was invaluable. It not only helped fund their project, it also gave them expert advice.
She was there to hold our hand and kind of guide us through.
8 years later, Bradner is a Mount Baker gem. There's a designer leaf pergola, a state-of-the-art meeting room, tons of flowers and vegetable plots, a working windmill, and a public bathroom Martha Stewart might just kill for.
Well, this is the Bradner bathroom, which we like to think of as the best public restroom in the city.
Still, there was something missing. Carolyn Carlson moved away just before Bradner grew into the magnificent spot you see here. Joyce often wishes she could see it today.
Hey, the lady from Olympia!
She's about to get her wish.
Good to see you. There's like a trick on you. Wow, this is so cool.
This is different. There must be a different gardener.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, Bradner is a sparkling jewel in the crown of the Neighborhood Matching Fund. But after 20 years, there are more than a few gems.
It's a testament to all of the projects that have happened in this city.
Over the years, the Matching Fund program has provided Seattle neighborhoods more than $40 million.
Actually, those are really pretty.
The scarves. It's helped bring people together by funding the International District's night market, given the Duwamish tribe a gathering place by helping foot the tab for the Duwamish Longhouse. It's even given Seattleites places to play and relax by financially supporting scores of pea patches and playgrounds like Dahl Playfield. It's even helped enhance some of Seattle's most visible icons, like Pike Place Market and the Hat and Boots. It even helped create the Fremont Troll. But before you rush out to get your share of free money from the city, you should know the money isn't free. Neighbors have matched the city's funds with either supplies, money, or volunteer hours of their own.
So are we ready?
Seattle may have provided $42 million in city dollars, but its leaders say the matching sweat equity has generated an additional $65 million. Leaders say this match is what makes the award program work.
The most important part of the Neighborhood Matching Fund is the sweat equity. It's the people coming together and spending their own time on the project.
In fact, the Neighborhood Matching Fund has brought far more resources from community than it's ever brought from the city. It's always had matches larger than what the city has put in.
You can see the Matching Fund's legacy all around you, but consider what you don't see.
Building this park has helped us meet the neighbors.
They say that there's like 1,000 words to a picture. A picture can tell a story, and it can, trust me.
They helped us make the experience more complete.
It brings in the community, it increases public safety, it increases economic vitality. It's just a wonderful thing.
Yum.
We've got a good thing going on with the Matching Fund program. As a matter of fact, a city in England just adopted a version of Seattle's Small Sparks program. And get this, the former head of the Department of Neighborhoods recently left for Australia to help some cities there imitate our Small and Simple program. But don't worry about Seattle getting out of the Matching Fund business anytime soon. That's because Mayor Greg Nichols says it's here to stay.
It literally touches every neighborhood in the city. There is something, whether it is a child's playground or trees that have been planted on the streets, or engagement with the kids in a neighborhood to get them involved in some positive activities.
Baby, give that baby a kiss.
Bye-bye.